I greet all of you. Thank you that is hearing my voice. I thank you so much for making out time to hear my voice, for making out time to listen to my video. If today is your first time seeing my video, please, I want you to share. I want you to like. I want you to subscribe on my YouTube channel, Ashidon Martin. Turn on the notification button. In case anytime I have a new video, I upload a new video, you'll be the first to hear it. And all of you who have been sharing, all of you who are subscribed, all of you who have been sharing my video, I thank you and I'll continue to love you all. May God bless all of you. Today I am here again to discuss some issues that have been bothering me. Now today, without wasting most of your time, I want to have some conversation with you. I come to understand, I have been wondering why that most men who has been doing well, especially in business and financially, they are okay. But after their marriage, things tend to turn out the other way around. Things tend to turn the opposite of it. I keep asking myself, marriage was it not meant by God? Because I know from Bible, marriage was ordained from heaven. And even the Bible says that behind every successful man, there is a woman. After giving this a thought, I went into research. And I tend to understand, and I came to come out with some points which I want to share with you. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Marriage is a nice thing. It's what each and every one of us wish for. Now, I know most men are regretting their marriage. I know most men, they don't seem to be happy, especially the way things are going on in their marriage. My dear, my brother, calm down. God have a reason for everything. God have a reason for everything. Don't see your wife as a cause. Don't see yourself as your wife as a cause. You know, I've been telling so many guys. Each time we had issues like this, or we talk about this, something like this, I told every guy that from my own understanding, from my own wisdom, I believe that a man don't know his destiny till he's married. Maybe when you are single, you have everything. Money wasn't your problem. You think you can have everything. No, don't brag. At that point, don't brag. Calm down. You don't know your destiny yet until you are married. When you are single, how many responsibility do you face? No, not at all. You can go to club, spend 20,000, spend as you want. But marriage is a different ball game. Marriage is a different thing. In marriage, you are meant to use your brain. You are meant to think before you spend. Most of the problems that might bring to your downfall when you are married, some are being caused by you. Some are by your wife. Now, before I go to men, ladies, please give me your ear. Marriage, the way ladies are seeing marriage is not the way it's supposed to be. You as a gay hearing my voice, you met a guy. While he was single, things were moving very well. But when he marries you, things start going the other way around. Have that disturbed you? Did that tell you something? Remember, it was the Bible that says that behind every successful man, there is a woman. And I quote again, behind every wretched man, there is a woman. Which one are you? Are you the lady behind that successful man? Or are you the lady behind that wretched man? If your husband marries you and things are not going right, hello, ask yourself question. Ask yourself question. You might be the cause of it. You might be the reason for it. You know, we might be doing things one way or the other without knowing the repercussions, without knowing the outcome of it. That is one of the things that prompts me to this video, so that we can adjust. You as a lady, when your husband marries you, before he met you, he was looking nice, he looked attractive, but all of a sudden, because of marriage, he started behaving the other way around. He started behaving like someone who has mental problems, and his financial status are going down. When was the last time you prayed for your husband? When was the last time you prayed for him? You know, all of us pray, like we have family prayers, we stay, but as a lady, you are supposed to have a special prayer for your husband, because your husband should be your God. Your husband should be your everything. He's going to be the reason for your existence, because it only take love, a man you love, for you to worship him. If you don't love a man, you can never worship him. And if you don't take care of your man, no one can do it for you. Nobody can do it for you. Try to pray for him. If things are not going right for your husband, pray for him. Ask your God. You have a special heart. You have a special key to God's heart. Ask God, cry for him. God, why is things going this way? Why is things going this way? Ask God. Remind me that he's the one who ordained marriage. Remind him of his promise that he says that behind every successful man, there is a woman. And when a man left his father and go to a woman, that any woman who comes to him is going to be a blessing to him. These are the reasons why you need to go to God. Ask him, Father, what is the problem? Am I a cause to this man? You are supposed to be a blessing to him, not a cause. Pray for him. As in, anything you can do to bring your husband back, do it. If your husband is spending much, curtail the way he spends. You are not into competition with anybody. Be yourself. Those people you are comparing your husband with, you don't know how they make their money. You don't know how they manage their family. But you are lucky to have a man who works very hard, who you know the source of his income. Pray for him. Support him. Don't be a receiver. Don't be a collector. There are so many things you are supposed to do for your man in the marriage. If you're a working class lady, if you are working, don't let your husband to carry the whole burden on himself. Don't let your husband to carry the whole expenses on himself. Try to support him. One way or the other, you can choose maybe the children's school fees. You can choose the house rent. You can choose to provide food for the family, so that your husband can channel his attention to other things. A lot of girls seems to be a liability to their marriage. You shouldn't be a liability to your husband. You should be a supporter. You should be a helper. That is how God made it. Most men caters for all the responsibilities at home, from A to Z. It is not supposed to be. And at this point, you husband hearing my voice today, Please don't make your wife a housewife. Try to channel him to something so that he can be able to help you. These are some of the reasons that made men to die earlier. Men tend to die earlier because they tend to carry all the problems on their head. There should be division of labor in marriage. Wife, choose that thing you'll be doing to support your husband. No matter how small it is. No matter how small it is. Pray for him. Some ladies see their pastor or see their reverend first before their husband. That is absolutely wrong. It's not supposed to be like that. Some ladies worship their pastor or their reverend, but at home they disrespect their husband. You are bringing cause to yourself. You are bringing cause to yourself. If you cannot bend down to give food or water to your husband, don't bend down to give food to your reverend or anybody. It is not supposed to be. Your husband should be the first person in your life. Your husband should come first in your life before anybody. Some people call their reverend daddy. Anybody, their husband, they call their husband names at homes. That is very bad. The wrath of God is against you. You are not supposed to do like that. You are breaking your home. I've seen so many girls or so many women curse their husband when they have little issue at home. They call their husband names. Some even go to the length of telling their husband you are going to suffer, that it shall never be well with you. That word, that utterance you are using is a very strong utterance. It's a very strong word. You are not supposed to use it. You are laying curse on your husband. Why can't those mouths you used to curse him use the same mouth to bless him? That same mouth you are using to curse your husband, that it shall never be well with him, use that same mouth to bless him. And to our husband, we got it all wrong. You hearing my voice as a man, you left your responsibility at home and you are going after a side chick, or you are taking responsibility of a lady out there, that you are bringing cost to yourself. Your wife should go first in your life before anybody, because God have united you guys. In marriage, 1 + 1 is 1. So many men rent house for their side chicks. So many men bought car, feed their side chick, but their wife, they never buy gift or clothes or undies for their wives. You are going against the wrath of God. Take your wife as your first priority, so that when she kneel down to pray for you, the Almighty God will hear her voice. Please, I'm begging you, married man, who is going against your marital vows, who is going against your marital duties, you are bringing cause to yourself. That side chick who you call sweetheart, who you call sweet names over your wife, when things turn apart, she's going to leave you, she's going to abandon you. That is one of the reasons why I'm making this video, so you can go back to your wife. If you think your husband, your wife, or your husband have lost it all, that they don't perform very well, or they are not old, you can bring them back to yourself. Nobody's perfect. The way you lay your bed is the same way you are going to lie on it. Those things that your side chick like, those things that attract you to your side chick, you can make your wife to wear them. Before you met your wife, she got attracted to you. What is happening? If you think she's not that same woman you marry again, you can call her to another. Bring her back. Both of you can talk issues so that she can be able to go back to the way she is. I want you to understand my point very well. I want you to understand my point very well. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Don't make people to see marriage as a cause. Don't make people to see marriage as a disaster. I love you, all of you, from the bottom of my heart. I pray that every marriage who has been going to disaster, who has been going to problems, is going to come back. Every husband and wife who has not been going together will come back after listening to my video. Please share this video. It's going to help a soul. It's going to unite a family. It's going to bring light to a broken family. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I'm still your brother, Shidon Martin. Till we see next time.